Now this illustration deals with three-way switches. The previous illustration, 11-34, only dealt with one switch. And notice here we have travelers that travel to each individual switch. And when the switch is in one position, it makes power to the light. You could go to the other switch and switch it and turn it off. So you have two travelers that are used that we switch with. And we find information about this switch in 404.2a. The grounded neutral to the right of the drawing, right above the three-way switch identification. Then notice the neutral, we can refer to 310.6a and 310.10, which is not listed. But 310.6a refers you to 200.6, and then the switching with the travelers is 200.7. The 310.10 I mentioned is how we could use the insulation in damp, dry, wet, exposed to the sun, and so forth. The wiring method is above the grounded neutral conductor to the right, and notice it's a 14-3 with a ground inside the cable or the raceway. The luminaire box is sized from 314.16a that you see above. We have equipment ground routed with the hot ungrounded conductors and the neutral in accordance with 250.134b. And we have the luminaire leads complying with 210.19a4 exception 1, and many times they're 90-degree C leads that can be used to connect to 75 or 60-degree C type terminal conductors. But notice the rules, you can read about those rules in 210.19a is an Apple 4 exception 1. And the ungrounded phase conductors coming in from the power supply is 310.6c. That would refer you to 210.5c. So your travelers are addressed in 404.2a. If you have a switch leg, it's 200.7c1. Your equipment grounds is 310.6b and provided as required in 250.118. So this illustration, 11-35, is illustrating the installation of three-way switches using travelers to switch a light from two different locations. In other words, one location and then another location.